Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be advised of our future videos. Well, we're waking up at Walmart once again. The Walmart in Stephenville is very friendly for travelers. We got our groceries there, we had some stuff for breakfast, and now we're headed out on the road. We booked our ferry tickets online, and we just have to pick them up when we get to the boat. So we're ready to go, and taking one last little tour around the Walmart parking lot to see which way to get out of here the safest. Wow, an accident. Apparently a truck went off the road here, and it's going to take about a half an hour to get moving again. So the firemen came and warned us about that, and we were able to turn around and take a little detour of about a block or so and get on our way again. We've got a lot of things we want to get done. We want to go to Rose Blanche, we want to go through Isle Mort, we want to check out Diamond Cove. Wow, now we're on a causeway. Look at what a beautiful day it is. It's crystal clear, beautiful weather, smooth road, and I'm just sailing right along. The van's working 100% since I changed the exhaust myself this time. I can't believe how quiet it is. I got the parts in St. John's, Newfoundland from the Colonial Garage, put the work on ourselves, and away we go. Traditional bread oven here with some bread browning inside. Cape St. George on the breadcrumb trail. There's some students here that are baking fresh buns in a wood-fired oven. Just the way it was done since they invented bread, I guess. They've got some little condiments here. You could have some cheese whiz or some peanut butter. Whatever you want. Look at the way the ocean is cut away into the rock here. It just shows you the force of the water. It's worn away more at the lower level, but still all the way up it's worn in sort of a V. There's the breadcrumb trail, and look at the water. And the sky, the land and the sea and the sky, I tell you, it's just amazing. Beautiful cloud formations, the rocks. These rocks have been here for a long time. There's some theory that the whole landmass was all in one piece and it broke up and moved around. And when you see the strata in the rocks and you see the power of the waves, it just shows you the power of nature to change things. It's pretty remarkable. I love to watch the waves. Just shows me the power of nature and reminds me of my own insignificance. Just one little speck in time. But wow. So peaceful and relaxing to sit and watch. This is where we camped out. Now, if you wanted to, you could come up with some scary thoughts, but I didn't. I had a great sleep here. The moon came out nice and big. It's beautiful. Now we're back on the highway again. Look at the water sparkling. The sun is just blasting on the rocks. I'm so glad we got the new windshield put in St. John's. I used to have a crack right across in my vision. I don't have that there anymore. Such a better view. We're just burning down the road. We're passing an open pit mine. It's called aggregates. And I don't really know exactly what they mean by that, but there's a big mine here. There's huge trucks with those giant wheels on and great big shovels. And they're just mining stuff at an amazing rate and putting it onto a ship. And as a result of all this mining activity, there's all kinds of housing being built all around here as well. It's really changing the face of Newfoundland. The roads are better here too. Now we come upon a little bit of a garage sale, and there's a couple of real characters that had this place. We bought a few items here, and they don't text, I guess, so they have all these little messages out in front of their store. From what we could understand from one of our French-speaking friends, the name of this lighthouse translates to eel, so it's basically Eel Lighthouse. And as far as how you pronounce it in French, I'm afraid I'm a little bit challenged there, but we're going to have a look at the sign and you can have a go at reading it yourself. It's a beautiful, nice white lighthouse. I made lunch here and it was great. The only problem when you're right by the ocean like that and you're trying to cook something is the wind is phenomenal and blows the heat away, so it's hard to get anything cooked. You can see by the flag that the wind was really moving. There's an inn at the lighthouse as well. You can actually stay here if you like. Now we've got some fireweed and a shed. Mary was quite taken by this shed on the ocean and the fireweed all around it. I find it quite beautiful. Once again, there's our van parked up. Well, we're coming back and we just made a little stop here. So this gentleman's going to tell us about it now.
Well, I started this about 14 years ago and just started with the car and one gas pump, and it blew up into what I got here now, and just get lots of people and people seem to enjoy it. So
just for the memories, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I had fun visiting here. Thanks very much. Gave us a little bit of a tour here. I was very happy that we came upon this. It was quite by accident that we found this. Got a Phoenix sign there, the Pegasus, the old man's garage. I asked him to link arms with this dolly in the door of the garage. I thought it was cute. Sort of the cartoon and reality juxtaposed. It's the car hop and A&W. There was an old menu there with the prices to just blow your mind. Things used to be an awful lot cheaper than they are now. $100 bill doesn't get you much these days.
That hockey game is 60 years old.
Yeah, I think I had one like that when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, it's a little museum, but there's a few little things in there, like, you know, that my daughter's made. This is the gravity flow pump. It's in 1929. You pumped this handle and pumped 10 gallons in that bottle, and then whatever gallons you wanted as to come down, that was what you had. And it was gravity flow because there was no electricity, right? And
I've seen pumps like that in Alaska where they're still using them in case of power failures.
Right. And it's a pretty unique pump. Yeah.
This pump here handles 10 gallons of gas. When I put in $150 worth of gas in my van, and I think when I was pumping gas from my dad in 1957, $2.48 would fill up a great big old American boat. We came upon this bridge. It's a single lane bridge, and wow, it's just as scary as it looks for me driving the van across there. I think I'm going to be scraping both sides at once. Now we're driving down the coast of Newfoundland. We're headed towards Burnt Island, Isle of Morts. The Rose Blanche Lighthouse is our target. We're going through Isle of Mort, Burnt Island, and Diamond Cove. But here we are. This is what we want to see. We're very close to the Rose Blanche Lighthouse. Driving through the little village here, these are some of the things I'm seeing. Here we are in Diamond Cove. Look at the quartz among the rocks. It's just beautiful when the sun shines on it. Just an amazing location. Uh-oh. Now I'm navigating some treacherous roads, let me tell you. I don't want to hit anything. I don't want to go off the road. I don't want to make anybody mad at me here, because I'm a long way from home. And my plan is to get a shot of the lighthouse with some boats and things in the foreground. Now, I don't have any real maps of this area or anything, so I'm just going by the seat of my pants. I'm driving around, looking here and looking there. Trial and error, basically, I guess. I'm looking to find a lighthouse off in the distance, and I'm starting to see it. It's just up ahead of us here. And what I have to do is to get a foreground for the photograph. I'd like some nice boats in the foreground and some rocks and things like that. So we're coming along here. We made a wrong turn a couple times and had to backtrack. Bird flew overhead when I got out of the van. I think that's a good sign for me. Here's some of the stuff I'm seeing over the side. I'm using a really long lens here, so these things are pretty far away from me. I keep looking around, more fishing sheds. Once again, these are just like it was in St. John's when I came here first in 1973. These villages take me back. There it is. There's the lighthouse. There's the boats and the fishing sheds in the foreground. That's what I drove all the way up here to find. And I'm happy. This is with like a 600mm lens with a polarizer looking at the lighthouse. It's amazing. There's some huge rocks around in front of it. It's just fantastical. Look at that. That can withstand a heavy storm, built from stones and rock. Mason's delight. Now the sun's going down, and when the sun goes down, the mosquitoes come out. Let me tell you, we got some mosquitoes there. They just about carried me off a couple times. I got so many bites, but I don't slow down. I just keep shooting. Watching the sun go down, wide lenses, telephoto lenses, zooming in as much as I can. There's the moon behind the lighthouse. I like coming here. I've been here the last 3 years in a row. And 3 years ago I got some amazing clear shots with stars behind the lighthouse. You don't get that very often. Getting a bit of a sunset here. We got the nice colors in the sky. Now this is a killick. There's a killick here and a float, like an iron float for a lobster pod or something. History in the rough. Now we're leaving. We're pulling out of the lighthouse, coming down the road here. It's pretty treacherous just the same. You gotta be careful. Look at the holes in the road. I mean, wow. You don't need to put speed limit signs here. Now we see this tugboat. This tugboat pulls me like a magnet. I love it. The history in that is amazing. There's the ferry. I'm so sad when I see the ferry. I know I'll be leaving. I'm going to drive on there, and when I get off the ferry, I'll be back in Canada. This is the drive down to the ferry dock. We go through some huge rocks on each side here. These have been blasted away. And as old as these are, you can still see the marks from the drills where they drilled to put the powder in for blasting. There's still some marks that look like they were just drilled yesterday. We stay off to the right here. Come down through here. Well, thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. Click the notification bell and you'll be advised of our future videos.